Hey YouTube, what's happening? Steve Rayleigh, live in Springfield, Missouri. Hope you guys are doing okay. It's been a long time since I've done a video, and oh gosh, where do I start? Well, first, this is my truck. So let's see if we can get a shot of that. It's a 2019 Freightliner, Cascadia. Let's check it out down the side. And that's a load that I have that I repowered here and picked it up, and I'm gonna take it to Albany, Georgia for Monday. But the cool thing is I'm going home, so I'll get to that in just a minute. So what's taking place with me? Well, finally parted ways with my brother Mike. Unbelievable time I had with him. As Dustin and I told you, Dustin, his son, who's my YouTube buddy. How you doing, little buddy? Miss you too, man. I saw what you said to me earlier. I miss you guys, I really do. I'm keeping up with you on YouTube or Facebook, so I'm watching that very closely. But I hope we'd run across each other again here pretty soon. But spent my time with Mike, as you remember, in a video that me and Dustin did from here in Springfield. Back when I was on Mike's truck, he had an accident, and I stayed on and teamed with Mike for a little while, which was great. Every minute that I spent with him just made me a little bit better, and I owe a lot to him. And he and his family, they treated me like family, and took me in their home, and I don't know, just treated me like family, and it really touched me. And they'll always have a special place. Jennifer and Mike and Dustin always have a special place in my heart for what they've done, and what Mike did for me, and what they did for me. They fed me and clothed me and burped me, and no, they didn't do all that stuff. But anyway, so what's going on in my life? Well, I got my truck a couple of weeks ago. Me and two other guys drove to Salt Lake City. Three of us upgraded. Well, I upgraded a while back and stayed on and teamed with Mike, and so the three of us, they pulled us off the road, sent us up to Salt Lake, gave us trucks. So I've been rolling in the old gray here for about 2 weeks now, and I'm absolutely having a ball. It's been an adjustment to not have a go-to, not have Mike with me, to be able to go, hey bro, man, is this right? Am I doing this? But I'm kind of falling into it. But I will tell on myself. The first day I had my truck, I got all my equipment put on my truck, all the tarping and strapping equipment, chains, binders, all that good stuff. Had it all put on my truck, and of course I'm very excited, as you can imagine. And I'm gonna walk because I like to walk and talk. And so I was very excited. So I put my tarps, the ones that I could fit, up in my headache rack, and I'll show you that. There's my headache rack right there. And up in that top unit right there, that's where you're supposed to put tarps and blankets and whatnot. But I wanted my blankets up there, all my tarps wouldn't fit, so I stuck my tarps on the catwalk, stuck two of them there, two of my black steel tarps, which are what's on this load right here. Two black tarps, one in the front, one in the rear. That's what's on that load. So you're supposed to have two. Well, I did. So I put them on the catwalk, strapped them down nice and secure like Mike showed me. But here's the kicker. The difference between a Freightliner and a Peterbilt is quite substantial in the length from the headache rack to the fifth wheel. So that means the trailer's closer. So you can kind of figure what I did. Made my first turn. I got out of the Utah lot, went down the road and went to a truck stop, turned into the truck stop, went in, had to buy some components for the truck that I needed, and I got those, came back out, turned out of the truck stop, turned onto the interstate, and I was coming up the on-ramp, and I looked in my mirror, and it was smoking like crazy. Well, the tarp, the trailer caught the tarp and pulled it off the catwalk and threw it between the tire and the fender, and it was just burning it up, and it was smoking like a tire. So that was day one, heading out for my very first delivery, which I repowered a Charlotte pipe load and I can't even remember where I was going. Somewhere in Utah, Ogden maybe. I can't remember. It was someplace in Utah. So anyway, got it out of my system so I can laugh. I laugh about it. It cost me 120 bucks because I bought a used tarp to replace that one, which is on this load now. It's fine. So that was a $120 lesson, but it absolutely took away all the nerves that I had, and it just kind of set me loose. And of course I called Mike, told him, we laughed about it. And that's part of trucking, I guess. Haven't left the gas cap, well, yeah, I did. Left the gas cap off the other day, but I caught myself before I took off and put it on. So there's nobody to laugh at me except for myself now. So what's in my future? Well, as I said, I'm heading home. I'm leaving here as soon as my 10-hour clock resets, or as soon as my break, 10-hour break is over, which is in about 6 hours. I'm gonna go take a nap, and I'm driving to Birmingham. Haven't been home since my daughter graduated high school, which was the end of May. And this is now July 12th. So my fleet manager tried his best to get me home as soon as he could, but I got stuck on the West Coast, so it caused a little delay. But hey, you know, you're not rolling, you're not making money. So it's been a good 2 weeks. I really enjoyed it. Very thankful I'm here at Prime. And they've treated me well, and they've given me good equipment, and just allowing me to make money, which is the reason why we do this, obviously. So I'm taking off. I'm going to go home for a day, and then I'm going to leave on Sunday, and I'm going to take off and go down to Albany and go drop off the steel that's on this trailer, and then I'm going to go back home, and we are moving. We're packing up everything that we own, and we are moving to Hollywood, Florida. This Alabama boy, born and raised, is moving to Hollywood, Florida. So my wife's family is from there. Her stepfather is ill and is being cared for by her mother. So Angel, my wife, is going to go down, and she's going to go help. And she's going to stay with her mom for a while, and I'm going to stay in Old Gray here, and I'll go home and visit, obviously, as often as I can. But freight out of Miami is not great, but we'll make it happen. We definitely will. So a lot of exciting things in my future, and I'm just blessed beyond belief that all this is happening for me. So, you know, good Lord's been good to me, and is continuously blessing me every day. And I don't know, I'm humbled to say that lightly. I mean, look, it's just, wow. And then to start this thing off and have great training, everything from the PSD phase to the TNT phase to working with Mike, which was the pinnacle of all of it. You know, he has so much knowledge and is such a good teacher. And but although he does need to quit scaring people while they're driving, because he liked to pop out of that sleeper and scare the ever-loving crap out of me driving down the interstate. That's okay. I bounced him out of the bunk a few times going into truck stops, which was I took a lot of pleasure in that. So yeah, I did enjoy it. Yeah, Mike, I did it on purpose. Ha! I'm off your truck now. I can tell you that. That was funny. He came blowing. I went into a truck stop one night. He was trying to sleep, and I came in a little hot, which I've been known to do. And I hit that first bump, and he started cussing. Oh, it was great. You had to be in the truck, but it was really, really fun. So, but those days I will never forget, and the months that I spent with him and he and his family and being on his truck were just, can't replace that time. I don't know that I'll ever train. I like the being solo. I do. I enjoy it. Missing my wife, Angel, tremendously. Missing my children. But I get to go home and I get to go see them, and it's all going to be great. So from my very first video when I was sitting at that rest area in Mississippi, coming up 22, back on the 3rd of March of 2019, to today, the 12th of July 2019, that's been my process. And so those of you that are considering coming to Prime, it may not take you as long. It took me a little bit longer because you know, we had some issues we had to deal with that delayed us a week or so, and then Mike and I teamed together, and we just couldn't run as hard. But hey, it was all worth it. And would I do it again? Absolutely. Was it hard work? Yeah, it was. It was hard, but I was here to do a job and learn how to learn this business and learn to be a truck driver. And it's just great. And it's Friday night at the terminal here in Springfield, and man, it's jumping. There's trucks everywhere, and trucks coming and going. They're running the yard dogs around, picking up trailers and just everything, getting washes and service and repowers and all that kind of stuff. So guys, if you are interested in coming to Prime, I highly suggest it if you're considering becoming a truck driver, or even if you're considering making a change from another trucking company over here, whether it's flatbed or reefer or tanker. But flatbed, reefer or tanker, any of those three are good for you. I'm a flatbedder, I've got to be that way. But no, we are the largest reefer company in the United States. We move more reefers and reefer freight than any other company in the country. We're a large flatbedding outfit, run coast to coast, and tankers. Nobody really knows what tankers do. We call them unicorns. If you see a tanker that has Prime on the side, count your wishes. Go to Las Vegas, pull that slot machine, because they're rare. But anyway, check Prime out. Call either the Salt Lake or look them up online and call the recruiting number and talk to the recruiters. They'll walk you through the process, and they'll step you through every piece of the puzzle all the way up to getting your own ride. And yes, it was worth it. 4 months, a little over 4 months, but just wow. I made a decision back November of last year that I wanted to change my life and completely change my life and get out of the corporate world and step into something completely different, and trucking was it. And I don't regret it at all. I wished I'd have done it years ago. This has been an unbelievable experience, and it still is every single day that you get behind the wheel of potentially an 80,000-pound vehicle, and you are depending on everything that you've learned, and you're depending on your being aware and conscious of everything that's going on around you at all times. I like it, I do. And it's dangerous, especially hauling flatbed freight, because it can come through that tractor if you brake wrong or make a mistake. So it's preparation and just doing the right things. So I every day I pray that I can, be cautious and be aware and do the right things, and that's in life in general. But to my wife and my children, I'll be home tomorrow night, hopefully, if my clock will let me and the traffic will allow it. And to Mike and Jennifer and Dustin, my little YouTube buddy, I miss you guys terribly. I really do. I hope to see you again soon. I actually got to see them in North Vegas. Was coming down through Nevada, going to California last week, and was able to see them at a truck stop. So that was fantastic. So sorry about the shaky camera. I'm not one of those Chad Rich guys that's got all that fancy crap. But I will one day. One day I could. Let's see. Is it magnetic? There we go. It sticks on the bumper, so I can kind of lean over and talk to you. But anyway. Thank you for watching. Thank you, you guys that actually messaged me and asked me where I've been. I've just been busy. I've been very, very busy and focused on learning and trucking, and quite frankly, just too deadgum tired to do a video. But tonight I feel great. Got my truck washed and got the repower done and retarped and strapped, and I'm ready to go home. Move some more freight. Move my own stuff into a different home, and just get the rest of my life going. And I saw a picture on Facebook the other day. It was a meme, and it just said, I'm starting over with experience. As most folks say, starting over with scratch, starting over from scratch. I'm starting over with experience. So hopefully that'll work out in my favor. But a lot of thank yous that need to go around to people for helping us out and allowing me to get to this point. And it's going to be a very, very good one. And you know who I'm talking about. So thank you. And that's about all I can think of. I can ramble on for hours and hours, but we're already at 15 minutes, and I know that's a little bit too long. But again, thank you guys for watching my videos. I'm going to be posting some more now that I'm learning how to be a solo driver, and I can kind of manage my time a little bit better to be able to do videos for you guys if you're interested. If there's something you'd like to see, is something like me to do or talk about, or I'd like to do a load securement video. I'm no pro by any stretch of the imagination, but what I learned I can kind of relay to you guys if you're interested in knowing. So just let me know in the comments down below. And if you would subscribe and hit that bell if you would like to know when I get a new video up. And so like it, comment, subscribe. Just let me know, guys. Can't hurt my feelings. You can try, many have. This is all for fun. So again, be safe, be careful out there, guys. Those of you that are drivers, just be safe. And those of you that are considering becoming a driver, ask me. I will tell you everything that I've learned up to this point. Are there pitfalls? Have not found one yet. Very good company to come work for. So give us a try. Give us a call here at Prime, and they'll get you set up and get you on your way to having your own truck and making some pretty good money. So again, guys, take it one day at a time. That's the only way you're going to get through this, one day at a time. And I love you guys. Thank you so much. Mike, Jen, Dustin, I'll talk to you soon. Peace.